Hi guys, and welcome back to another Captain K simulations flight. Today we're as the Garuda Airlines, so Indonesia 841. We're at Changi Airport, so Singapore. Fortunately there isn't any scenery for P3Dv4 just yet. However, obviously there will be some shortly. Anyway, today we're flying as a panic station for panic stations to Bali, and ATC have all just started to jump online, and instead of flying from Darwin, we're flying from Singapore. Okay, so hopefully this one works out fine. I've reinstalled Bali scenery and made sure that's all working fine today. Our last video that I was going to upload, I did a 6-hour flight, turned up on final, and anyway wasn't there, so a little bit annoying. Anyway, sit back, relax, and enjoy this flight. Okay guys, so most things I've already set up, so I've already filled in all of our information. I'll quickly go through it with you guys. So we've got a zero fuel weight of 59.1, our reserve is 1.6, cost index is 20, cruising altitude today is flight level 350, and we'll be at minus 44. Transition altitude out of Singapore and going into Bali is flight level 110. Moving on to our takeoff page, we've got takeoff 1 with a 32 degrees temperature, and then we've got flaps 5 with trim of 5.15. Then we've got VR V1 140, VR 144, and V2 150. For our departures, we're using runway 02 left, and we've got the Veni 1 Echo selected. And what I'll do is I will now quickly bring up our chart. So we've got our ground chart, we're near uniform 2, and then we're going to be taxiing a short taxi onto Whiskey Alpha Victor 8, and then it'll be a Victor Whiskey 8 hold point there. So fairly short taxi for us, thankfully, at least we're not on the other side of the terminal. And then going on to our SID, is we've got the SID there, so that one was what we mentioned before. So it's the Venix, the Veni SID. As you can see, we're going out to Topham, and then we're making a right-hand turn onto Dakota, and then tracking down to Dogra, and flying from there. Initial altitude is 4,000 feet, so runway heading is 023. We've put in our V2 speeds already. I've already set up our fixes, so our ETOPS, we've got Singapore and then Denpasar. So what I've done is put in our distances. So we've got 444, that is return, 461 is continue, and then going on to Denpasar is 446 is continue, and then 459 is return. So very similar. I think actually wrong, so it should be the same. So I'm just going to delete.
Hi, the security and safety checks are all done.
444.
Can we start boarding now?
Going to delete that one. And 444. And then what we'll do is I'll just bring up zoom right out, and as you can see, I've put it in our south and east latitudes and longitudes. and that gives us our decision there. So that green ring marker halfway between there, obviously if we're on the outer side, we'll return. If we're on the inner side of that one, we'll continue on. So if we do have an emergency, that is what we do. Okay, so that's ETOPS, very basic, very much in a nutshell. If you guys are wanting me to show you how to do all that, I can do a separate tutorial for that one and go from there. Obviously, further distances, you'll have more ETOPS to put in and so forth.
Back from the walk around, no issues.
Okay, so I've just been notified by Changi Ground. Okay, alright, that's fine. We'll start our boarding. Yes, please.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to just quickly change over to frequency. So ground 124.3. Changi Ground, Indonesia 841, requesting IFR clearance to Denpasar as filed.
Indonesia 841, Singapore ground, standby. Indonesia 841, ATC clearance.
Go ahead for clearance, Indonesia 841.
Indonesia 841 cleared to Denpasar via the Phoenix 1 Alpha departure flight plan route. Expect flight level 350, squawk 2206.
Clear to Denpasar as filed. It will be a Veni 1 Echo departure and squawking 2206, Indonesia 841.
Indonesia 841 departure will be Phoenix 1 departure, X1 Alpha departure, runway 02 center.
Correction, will be a Veni 1 Alpha and runway 02 center, Indonesia 841.
Indonesia 81, respect is correct, 5 ready for pushback.
Indonesia 841. Okay, so they've changed it on us, that's great, it's fine, and it'll be center. So I do have to change a few things, that's okay, I won't re-bring up our maps, so I'll just do all this. So we've got 2206. Okay, I'll be back in a moment.
Hi, morning. Hello. Morning. Thank you. Hello. Welcome aboard. Hi, morning. Morning. Thank you.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll quickly bring up our chart again. No real differences, as you can see. This one is just the alpha side of it. So instead of going to top before, we now go to him, and then onto Dakota and so forth. Pretty much everything stays the same, so runway heading stays the same, that is fine.
Good morning. Thank you.
That is about it, really. Yeah.
Hello. Hi, morning.
I'll be back shortly.
Good morning. Thank you.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be a standard pushback and start off the gate. Taxi route will be as assigned by ATC. It'll be a left seat takeoff using derated thrust. Landing of flaps 5 takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. In the event of a malfunction prior to V1, I will call either reject or continue. Standard low speed reject procedures below 80 knots. Between 80 knots and V1, I will only conduct a high speed reject in the case of an engine fire or failure, predictive windshield warning, or if there is any other condition that makes the aircraft unable or unsafe to take into the air. I will simultaneously close the thrust levers, disconnect the auto throttle, apply maximum manual braking or verify the operation of the RTO auto brake, apply maximum reverse thrust, verify the extension of the speed brake, and bring the aircraft to a complete stop and set the park brake. We will then run the appropriate checklist or evaluate our options. If you could monitor my actions, make the standard rejected takeoff calls, including any abnormalities you observe before advising ATC. From V1, or if the call is to continue, I will continue the takeoff as per the standard company procedures. We will climb to the MSA and track clear of local terrain. We are under our maximum landing weight, so we're okay to make an immediate return. Okay, all going well, the departure routing will be via the ATC assigned SID, complying with all published speed and altitude restrictions. No noise abatement procedures required. Flight directors are on, mine is master, yours is slave. Navigation radios are set, and the NOTAMs and aircraft defect log have been reviewed. Okay, any questions, comments or concerns?
No question.
Departure brief complete.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Navigation transfer and display switches. Normal auto. Window heat on. Pressurization mode selector auto. Flight instruments.
Heading 113, QNH 1008. Set and checked.
Parking brake.
Set.
Hello.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist complete.
Welcome aboard. Hello. Welcome aboard. Hello. Welcome aboard. Good morning. Thank you. Welcome aboard. Hello. Hi, morning. Hello. 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 Hi, morning. Good morning. Thank you. Welcome aboard. Good morning. Thank you. Welcome aboard. Good morning. Thank you. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Hello.
watch out for your leg, please.
Good morning. Thank you. Good morning.
Okay, verified takeoff speeds. Confirm you're happy.
Good morning. Thank you.
Confirmed.
Good morning.
Check.
Thank you. Good morning.
Happy to turn on the APU?
Yes, please.
Starting APU.
Hi guys, all passengers are on board. Are we clear to close?
Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Thanks.
Thanks, let me know if you need it.
Before start checklist below the line.
Flight deck door closed and locked. Anti-collision light on. Before start checklist complete.
Locking gear.
Changi ground Indonesia 841 requesting a push and start.
Indonesia 841, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south for Indonesia 841.
Departure check completed. Live has been inserted. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Engine number 2.
Starting 2. Starter cutout.
Start engine number 1.
Starting 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now commence the safety demonstration. Each aircraft may be different, so we'd appreciate your attention to the TV monitor closely.
Start a cutout.
Set parking brakes. Unlocking gear.
Flaps 5.
Tow truck
Flaps
disconnected.
5.
Bypass main removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist, generators on, propane on, anti-ice off, isolation valve auto, engine start switches continuous, recall checked, auto brake, RTO, engine start levers,
Idle detent.
flight controls,
Checked.
dispatch clearance,
Checked.
checked. Before taxi checklist complete.
Taking ground Indonesia 841, requesting a taxi 202 Charlie.
Indonesia 840 to holding point Echo 11 runway 02 center via Whiskey, correction, Uniform 2, Whiskey Papa, South Class 1, then Echo Papa, QNH 1008.
Taxi via Uniform 2, Whiskey Papa, Sierra Charlie 1, Echo Papa, runway 02 center, Indonesia 841.
Indonesia 841, QNH 1008.
QNH 1008, Indonesia 841. Clear left.
Clear right.
Indonesia 841 approaching Echo 10, ready.
Indonesia 841, monitoring Unicom 122.8, good day.
Over to Unicom now, 122.8, thanks for your service, good day. Runway entry procedure.
Check. Ready to go.
Clear left.
Clear right.
Approaching 02 center. On runway 02 center.
Take off.
Check. Thrust set. $80 knots.
Checked.
V1.
Rotate. Positive right.
Gear up. Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Flaps up.
Flaps up.
Up takeoff checklist, please.
After takeoff checklist, engine bleeds, on, packs, auto, landing gear, up and off, flaps up, no lights. After takeoff checklist complete.
Are you happy to release the cabin crew?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay to release the cabin?
Yes, please.
Okay. Transition.
Set standard.
Standard set. Passing flight level 113. Now.
Check.
All engine treatment will commence shortly and will be available until we arrive at the gate. The complete selection of entertainment available is detailed in the flight magazine located in the seat pocket. You may use your electronic devices as long as the flight mode was selected prior to when possible.
Hi guys, we've got obviously traffic coming up ahead, sorry, ATC coming up ahead, which is Bali radio. So we've got that. Our aim was to arrive in Denpasar at 1000 Zulu, so 10 Zulu. However, we're going to be fairly early. It's a little bit disappointing there, but not much we can do about that at this stage. Unless we go into a hold pattern, we don't have a lot of fuel to be able to do that, so we might be able to do 2 holds, but that's not going to push us nowhere near time that we need. So just in case we do have to go into a hold pattern a little bit later on, not going to risk that at this stage. If we're early, we're early. Can't do much about it. Did try to leave as late as possible, but it's getting the wriggle on by Changi ground, sending me private messages to work out our departure time. Anyway, get back to you a little bit shortly as I enter Bali Airways, sorry, Bali Centre. John Control, Indonesia 841, with you at flight level 350, currently at 57.5 miles to Tabet Plains route.
Giant 841, Ujan Control, good afternoon, squawk 4147.
4147 for Indonesia 841.
Giant 840, Vision Control identified, maintain flight level 350.
Vision Control, was that for Indonesia 841?
Indonesia 841, Vision Control, go ahead.
Your last transmission, was that for myself? You did say Giant 841.
Giant 841, Hayden. Right, let's try that again. Indonesia 841, you're identified flight level 350.
Indonesia 841, that I'm maintaining flight level 350. Had to let him know that he was calling me Giant, as obviously Giant is Golf Tango India, and we are Golf India Alpha. So it's a little bit of confusion there. Never fear, that's okay. Josh is goodbye, and just kindly let him know that we're as Indonesia 841.
Japan 122, descend flight level 130, turn left heading 170. Can you repeat this instruction again, please? Japan 122, descend flight level 130, turn left heading 170. This is flight level 130, turn left 170, Japan Airlines 122. Japan Air 122, confirm that was left heading 170. Confirming 120. Hello, control 227, with you passing level 200 inbound Rebel. Vietnam 231, Ujung Control, G'day, climb flight level 360. Ujung 231, start mid-gear, level 360.
Alright guys, so I'm going to do this a little bit early before it gets a little bit hectic. Alright, so I'm just going to quickly set up everything and then we'll go through the charts and whatnot. So we're expecting runway 27. So I'll just set those. We have flaps 30 landing, so we'll put that one in to there. And let me just pull up weather. Runway 27, so 270 are at 12 knots, so we'll be +6. So we've got 148 +6. 153 is our landing speed. 110.3 is our ILS, which I've already put in as you saw just before. So 110.3. Is fine. I'll just double check that. That's fine. Yeah, that's it for the moment. Alright, so what we'll do is we're expecting so like I said before, ILS runway ILS 27 and the BAT, so it's pronounced BAT2 1 Delta, so
Qantas 9128, star clearance available.
so BATUR 1 Delta. So apologies if I spoke.
Qantas 9128, your star clearance is the Wallet 2 Delta arrival, runway 27. When ready, descend flight level 250, report leaving.
Okay, so I'll quickly bring up the chart for that one. As you can see,
okay, we've got the Wallet 2 Delta arrival, runway 27, descend flight level 0 when ready and report leaving, Qantas 9128.
And it'll be a heading of 152.
Qantas 9128, thanks. And velocity 252, star clearance available.
161. And then we've got to be at flight level 210. And then we're tracking down to Radball, and we're going to be at flight level 140, all other stars at 190. So we'll just check that one. 190 is for us, that's fine. And then we're turning left, heading left onto 089 degrees, and that will be for our downwind. And then turning base on a heading of 178, which will be at Sipas at 8,000 feet. And then Benola, which is 3,000 feet to be established on the ILS page. Bring up the ILS page, as you can see, heading of 266 minimum, so to be established on the glide slope will be at 3,000 feet. Minimum is 245, I'll just set that in the barrow now, so 245. That is set, and the VOR is 116.2, it's fine, which I've got in the secondary, and our lock is 110.3 as mentioned.
We just control lock 252, we are already on 1281 and positive control with flight level 36. Velocity 252, Ujung control, star clearance available. Ready to copy, go ahead. Velocity 252, your start clearance is the Denpasar 2 Delta arrival, runway 27. When ready, descend flight level 260. Report leaving flight level 360.
Rear on the answer to Delta arrival, runway 27. Descend flight level 260 when ready, and report leaving flight level 252.
Velocity 250, thanks.
Velocity 250.
We'll get our start clearance probably in the next 10 to 15 minutes, no doubt. Once we get closer, probably Rampy will get our start clearance and go from there. I'll just get our FS2 crew up and running for that and go from there.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Okay.
The arrival routing will be via the ATC assigned start, complying with all published speed and altitude restrictions for an ILS approach. Landing at flaps 30 landing. VRF is 148. Final approach fixed altitude is 30.
Quebec Concorde 462, Ujung Control, good afternoon.
Missed approach altitude.
When ready, you can descend to flight level 250 and you can expect vectors for the ILS runway 27.
Be arriving at a gate. We'll use the APU, but please delay the start until command, as we have a long taxi. Descent speeds and navigation radios are set. Airport NOTAMs have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No question.
Control Control, Wagonair 551, flight level 340.
Wagonair 551, Ujung Control, good afternoon.
Quebec Concorde 462, commencing descent, descending flight level 250.
Quebec Concorde 462. Center Jetstar 128 from flight level 240.
Jetstar 128, Ujung Control, good afternoon, climb flight level 330.
Climb flight level 330, Jetstar 128.
Speedbird Concord 42, turn right heading 010, contact Bali, director now on 119.7, see ya.
Turn right 010, director 119.7, Concord 462.
Dijon Center, Lockyer 2250 with you, flight level 10. Lockyer 2250, Ujung Control, you're identified, climb flight level 210, you're cleared to Denpasar via NPAC planned route.
Climb flight level 210, NTAS planned route, Lockyer 2250.
Mustang 252, leaving flight level 360, descending flight level 260. Velocity 252, thanks, descend flight level 130. Descent flight level 130, velocity 250. Rochester, Bali Center. Bali Center, this is Victor Hotel Lima Bravo Romeo with you, flight level 350, squawking 21160, copy. Lima Bravo Romeo, Ujum Control, good afternoon, got you 5x5.
Ujum Control, very, we'll notify you at top of percent.
Lima Bravo Romeo, thanks. Velocity 252, Ujum Control.
Velocity 252, go ahead.
Velocity 252, contact Bali director now on 119.7 there.
1197, velocity 252, see ya.
Vision Control, Indonesia 841, requesting early start clearance if possible.
Indonesia 841, Vision Control, your start clearance is the Bashu 1 Delta arrival, runway 27. When ready, descend flight level 250, report leaving.
Badu 1 Delta, expecting runway 27, when ready, descend to flight level 250, will report when leaving 250, Indonesia 841.
Qantas 9128,
Okay, so just double check all of that's fine. Batu 1 Delta, Batu 1 Delta, that is fine.
Qantas 9128, descend flight level 130.
Descend flight level 130, Qantas.
So just looking on VATPAC, and there's a lot of traffic coming in, and there's also a lot of traffic going out. So at the moment there's 6 outbound, and we've got 12 inbound. Probably about 3 of them are due roughly when I am in. So this is going to be fun. We've got enough fuel to do probably two whole paddocks. And then we'll have to either divert or go to try and get priority landing. So fingers crossed we don't have to do that. I know controllers don't want us to do that, so fingers crossed we'll be fine. We've got what expected at 3.5. 3.5 when we get to Denpasar. Currently got 4.6. No, yeah, 4.5, 4.6. So still got about a ton of fuel before we get there, so that's okay. Yeah, nothing else really to report on at this stage. Obviously, as you can see, it is starting to come down a little bit now. We'll start our descent shortly.
Qantas 9128, Vision Control.
About 80 miles to go.
Qantas 9128.
And I'll get back to you guys in a little bit.
Qantas 9128, contact Bali Director on 119.7. See ya.
Director on 119.7, Qantas 9128, cheers. Control, Aussie 121 with you, flight level 400 for Coppet.
Aussie 121, Huzhong Control, good afternoon. Star clearance is available.
Good afternoon. Yeah, we can go ahead with the star clearance, Aussie 121.
Aussie 121, your star clearance is the Jacket 2 Delta arrival, runway 27. When ready, descend flight level 250, report leaving.
The star is the Jacket 2 Delta arrival for runway 27, descend to flight level 250 and report when leaving, Aussie 121.
Aussie 121, thanks. Air Control, Lima Bravo Romeo, Victor Bravo Romeo. Simpu, ETA Simpu at 4:31. Zulu, and expecting, oh no, sorry. Anyway, approaching Simpu, Lima Bravo Romeo. Do you have a start clearance for me? Lima Bravo Romeo, Ujan Control, just stand by 1 moment. And Lima Bravo Romeo, you can expect vectors to the ILS runway 27. Maintain your present heading, and when ready you can descend flight level 250.
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Landing altitude is 0 feet.
VREF 146.
Lima Bravo Romeo, thank you.
4-5. Set. Set and checked.
Approach briefing.
Completed.
Descent checklist complete.
And ETA at Simple is 0831. Just worked it out. Lima Bravo Romeo, thanks.
Eugene Control, Cathay 785, maintaining flight level 390.
Cathay 785, Ujan Control, geared out.
Center of the 121 is leaving flight level 400 for flight level 250.
Of the 121, Ujan Control. Vietnam 231, Ujan Control. Vietnam 231, contact Southeast Asia Control on frequency 135.3. See ya.
Contact Asia Control 135.4. Thank you.
Just R128, contact Brisbane Centre 133.2. See ya.
Control, g'day, Cafe 44, flight level 380.
For Cafe 44, who's on control, Gear. Lockyer 2250, contact Bali Director on 119.7. You can expect vectors for the ILS from ENTA.
Over to Bali Director 119.7, thanks, okay, 2250.
South Asia, Southeast Station Centre, Lima Bravo Romeo, descent to 250. Flight level 250. Lima Bravo Romeo.
Vision Control, Indonesia 841, leaving flight level 350 for 250 at time 00.
Indonesia 841, descend flight level 140.
140 for Indonesia 841, and correction, that was time 33, my bad. Traffic there to our right.
Korean Air 629 Ujung control star clearance available. Lima Bravo Romeo descend flight level 130.
Descend 130, Lima Bravo Romeo.
Aussie 121, contact Bali director now on 119.7. See ya.
Contact director on 119.7, Aussie 121, thanks, see ya. Control, Cathay 44 request.
Cathay 44 Ujung control, go ahead.
Cathay 44, request up to 10 miles left of track due weather.
Cathay 44, track left 10 miles, due weather report when you're ready to resume your route.
We'll call you when resuming Cathay 44. 10 miles, thanks. Center, land enter 805 with you. Flight level 120, climbing flight level 220.
Lion into 805, Ujung Control, good afternoon, climb flight level 220.
Climb flight level 220, line enter 805.
Lima Romeo, contact Bali director now on frequency 119.7.
119.7.
Wagonair 551, Starker is available.
Wagonair 551, ready to.
Wagonair 551, your Starker is the Anangsa 2 Delta, arrival runway 27. When ready, descend flight level 250, report when leaving.
Next, sir, 2 Delta arrival, Aaron ready, down flight level 250, report leaving, Wagonair 551.
Air 551, thanks.
We on control, good evening, Velocity 49, with you, flight level 320.
Last station calling, just say call sign only, please.
It's Velocity 49.
Velocity 49, Ujung Control, welcome aboard. Giant 841, contact Bali director now on 119.7. See ya.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
Sorry, Indonesia 841, contact Bali director now, 119.7. See ya.
Bali, over to Bali, direct air now on 119.7. Thanks for your services. This is Josh.
Within 400 feet.
Yeah, sorry, there was, I misspoke that.
Bali, direct air.
Bali Center. Bali Center, Lima Bravo, Romeo, I'm heading 090, please correct if that's the wrong direction. Lima Bravo, Romeo.
That sounds correct.
We'll go.
One is 9128 established on the ILS from 827. 9128, contact tower 118.1. Hello tower 9128, cheers brother. Yeah.
Bali, director, Indonesia 841 is with you at flight level 196, descending to flight level 140.
Indonesia 841. Indonesia 841, Bali director, runway 27, expect the ILS approach, descend to 4000, QNH 1005.
The director, sorry, someone else was cutting over the top of that. Can you please repeat for Indonesia 841?
Indonesia 841, runway 27, ILS approach, descend 4000, QNH 1005.
Expecting ILS approach runway 27 down to 4000, QNH 1005, Indonesia 841.
Indonesia 481, climb flight level 240.
Climb level 240, Indonesia 481.
Set transition.
1013. Set. Passing. Altitude 18,300. Now.
Checked. Below what we really need to be. Right, checklist.
Altimeters.
1004 set.
1004. Set. Approach checklist complete.
Giant 4, correction, Giant 841, reduced to minimum clean speed.
So again for Indonesia 841, sorry.
Indonesia 841, reduced to minimum clean speed.
Reducing to minimum clean speed, Indonesia 841.
Aussie 121, descent 4,000 and cancel speed restrictions.
Descend to 4,000, cancel speed restrictions, Aussie 121.
Indonesia 481, contact you, ground control 128.1. Bye-bye.
128.1 for Indonesia 481, bye-bye.
Marker 2250, descent to 3,000, turn right, heading 180.
Descend 2,000, turn right, heading 180, okay, 2250.
Bali Director, Selamat Sore, Zulu Kilo, Zulu Tango, Uniform 7,000 feet, inbound at the Quebec.
Zulu Tango Uniform Director, the other controller just jumped on, contact him on 119er.9er.
Direct, we were sent to 119.7, and we're now inbound Lombok, maintaining 7,000 information Delta.
Okay, the other controller who you're meant to be with has just jumped on. You need to contact him 119er.9er.
Radar 199, Zulu Tango Uniform. Who's on control center for the frequency for information?
Yeah, I know. He did send you to the right frequency, but in the time between you joining this frequency, another controller has connected and you need to contact him instead.
Bali Departure, good afternoon, Indonesia 225, climbing to 10,000 feet.
Indonesia 335, contact approach 119er.9.
119.9. Director Zulu Tango Uniform Control, we're waiting for East Radar 199.
He's already come online, dude. 1199 now, please. Right. Now, here, 2250, turn right, heading 240, clear left runway 27, report established.
Just to report the heading again for Nokia 2250.
Nokia 2250, heading 240.
240, we'll report established. Thanks, Nokia 2250. Direct Zulu Tango Uniform, we don't see 119.49 as being online, so maybe the visibility is not set, but I really don't appreciate your attitude.
I'm sorry, I'm just really busy, okay? I'll be 121, turn left heading 210, cleared the left runway 27, report established.
Cleared runway 27, report established, turn left 270, 0121.
Transition.
Lima Bravo Romeo, turn left heading 2, correction heading 320, descend to 3000.
Checked.
Okay, Lima Bravo Romeo, 4,000 feet to 40 knots. Ready for further vectors.
Director Aussie 121, established on runway 27.
So I have 2 aircraft calling, say,
Aussie 121, established on runway 27.
Aussie 121, contact Tower 118.1.
118.1, thanks for your help, see ya.
Lima Bravo Romeo, turn left heading 320.
Turning left 320, 4,000 feet.
Army direct Nokia 2250 established runway 27. Nokia 2250, contact Tower 181. Contact Tower.
The cabin is secure.
Checked. Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Bali director, Mach 2250, just sitting down at 3000 to go well. Mach 2250, welcome back, and heading 110, climb to 3000. 110, we'll get back down to 3000, Mach 2250.
Flaps 2.
In the runway, turn left, heading 280, turn left, runway 27, report established. Turning left, 280, clear for island, Lima Bravo Romeo. Full report established.
Glide slope live.
Indonesian 841, descend to 3000.
Descend to 3000, Indonesia 841.
Check.
Mach 2250, turn left, No, right immediately, heading 190.
5,000.
Right, immediately 190, okay, 2250.
Flaps 5.
Remember review at 8,200 feet, aiming for 5,000.
The aircraft calling is departing. Contact Bali radar on 119.3.
119.3. Remember, November.
Indonesian 841, third ILS 27, or established.
Cleared ILS runway 27 and we're almost established with call.
1,000 level.
Lima Bravo Romeo, Tower 118.1.
Flaps 10.
Flaps 10.
Knock Air 2250, turn left, heading 090. Turn left, heading 00, okay, 2250. All stations stand by, restarting the scope.
Line up, white runway 27 behind.
Roger, behind, Boeing 737, about to goodbye.
Ever 225 confirmed, squawk 4172, 4172.
Squawk 4172, about to goodbye.
Indonesian Tower, Emirates, Indonesian 841 is established ILS approach runway 27.
Final approach fix height checked. Missed approach altitude not set.
Gear down.
Gear down.
I'll check line confirmed, Indonesia 841.
Indonesia 841, affirm on finals runway 27 established. Flaps 25.
Flaps
Indonesia
25.
841, thanks, continue approach runway 27.
Continue approach runway 27, Indonesia 841. Flaps 30.
Flaps 30.
Alright, you about to goodbye, rest for departure.
Radio altimeter alive.
Ever 225, runway 27, line up 108.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Engine start switches.
Continuous.
Niner, and then wait, runway 27, about to goodbye.
Armed.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
Flaps 30, green light.
Landing checklist complete.
Ever 225, runway 27, clear for takeoff, expedite please.
Runway 27, clear for takeoff, you about to goodbye.
Runway.
Indonesia 841, expect late landing clearance.
Expecting late landing clearance, Indonesia 841.
Lima Bravo Romeo, contact ground 118.8.
Right this way.
Indonesia 421, you're on frequency. Indonesia 421, can you receive voice?
For Indonesia 841.
Indonesia 841, my
1,000
apologies. Indonesia 421, can you receive voice? Indonesia 841, runway 27, clear to land.
Clear land runway 27, Indonesia 841. Cleared.
Check.
Ever Q25, contact departures 119.7, good day.
119.7, good day.
I have control.
You have control.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Land.
Check. Speed brake up, reverse as normal. Water brake, disarm. .60 knots.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety and the safety of those
Master
around
caution,
you,
ADIs.
Off. Seatbelt fastened and keep the aisles and exits clear until the seatbelt
Indonesia
signs
Tower,
are off.
Indonesia 841, vacated via November 5.
Items may have moved during our flight. Mobile phones may now be used on board as
Indonesia 841, contact ground 118.8, good.
Thank you for choosing to fly with us.
118.8, thanks, good day.
On behalf of your crew, we wish you a safe onward journey and hope to see you again soon.
Indonesia ground, good day. Indonesia 841, on ground, requesting taxi clearance to the bay.
Indonesia 481, hold short, you have traffic passing on your front. Stand by, I will call you back.
Standing by. Start APU.
Starting APU.
Indonesia 841, taxi to span number 10, it's on your left.
Taxi to stand 10, Indonesia 841. Hey,
Thank you, Bali Control. We'll be back late shortly. Thank you for your assistance. We're above our Romeo, so going to stand by.
No problem, Lima Bravo Romeo, welcome to Denpasar.
Thank you.
Lights and doors.
Check. Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross-check. Doors disarmed, APU on the bus.
Okay, well, this is going to be weird. An airline halfway through the building.
That's 3 minutes.
So ground, Indonesia 841 has shut down engines at Bay 10. Thanks you, services.
Indonesia 841, Roger, welcome to Denpasar. Time 13.
Time 13, thanks for that. Shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist. Fuel pumps off. Pro-B off. Hydraulic panel set. Flaps up. Parking brake
Set.
engine start levers
Cut off.
Weather radar
Off.
off. Shutdown checklist complete.
Alright guys, that's first panic stations for the year, and I'm pretty sure there'll be more to come. Anyway, hopefully that was a decent one. It was a fairly smooth landing, a little bit of traffic around. Anyway, until next time, thank you.